You're sitting in your room listening to music. Maybe it's sad or loud or the same song you've replayed 50 times for no reason you can explain. Now imagine a dog walks into the room. What's going on in its head? Does it hear noise? Does it feel something? Can an animal enjoy music the way humans do? Because humans treat music like it's something supernatural, we use it to celebrate, to fall asleep, to survive heartbreak. No other sound affects us like music does. And yet, humans are not the only animals reacting to rhythm and melody. In 2009, at the Neuroscience Institute in California, researcher Anirudh Patel studied a sulfur-crested cockatoo named Snowball that appeared capable of dancing to a beat. When scientists changed the tempo of the music, Snowball adjusted his movements to stay synchronized. That raised a strange possibility. Maybe music is not uniquely human. Maybe parts of it already existed in the animal kingdom long before humans evolved. Before asking whether animals enjoy music, we need to define music itself, because music is actually incredibly unnatural. A random sequence of sounds is not music. Music has structure, patterns, timing, and expectation. Your brain constantly predicts what note comes next. And when music surprises you in the right way, your brain releases dopamine. That's why certain songs can physically affect your emotions. But humans did not invent sound patterns. Animals were producing structured vocalizations millions of years before humans existed. Birds sing with repeated phrases. Whales produce evolving songs that spread socially across oceans. Some species even improvise. There is an entire scientific field dedicated to this study, called zoomusicology, a term popularized by French composer and researcher Francois Bernard Mache in 1983. And this is where things start becoming uncomfortable for humans, because if animals produce things that resemble music, then music may not be as uniquely human as we want to believe. Birds are probably the closest thing nature has to musicians. Some birds learn songs socially, almost like human children learn language. Young songbirds listen to adults, imitate them, make mistakes, improve, and eventually develop recognizable regional accents. In 2014, researchers David Rothenberg, Tina Roski, Henning Voss, Mark Naguib, and Ofer Chernyshevsky published work investigating musicality and birdsong. They found that birdsongs often contain structures humans associate with music, including repetition, variation, rhythm, and phrasing. Some birds even appear to create songs partly for aesthetic reasons. Male birds frequently sing more complex songs during mating season, not because complexity is necessary for survival, but because females seem to prefer it, which means beauty itself may have evolutionary value. And then there are mimic birds. Lyrebirds in Australia can imitate chainsaws, camera shutters, car alarms, and even human speech with terrifying accuracy. One famous story involves a starling owned by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart in Vienna during the 1780s. The bird reportedly mimicked parts of Mozart's compositions after hearing them. Imagine creating music so recognizable that another species starts copying it. This is where the romantic idea that animals like music falls apart a little bit, because many animals do not actually care about human music at all. Your favorite song may sound emotionally devastating to you and completely meaningless to a cat. Different species hear the world differently. Dogs hear higher frequencies than humans. Whales communicate across enormous underwater distances. Elephants use low-frequency vibrations humans barely detect, so human music may simply not align with their nervous systems. In fact, some researchers think animals only respond strongly to sounds matching the emotional patterns of their own species. In 2009, psychologist Charles Snowden and cellist David Tye conducted experiments with cotton-top tamarins at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Human music had little effect on the monkeys, but when researchers created species-specific music using the tempos and frequencies found in tamarin vocalizations, the animals reacted immediately. Calming tamarin music caused relaxed behavior. Threat-like tamarin music caused agitation, which suggests something fascinating. Animals may not dislike music, they may just dislike our music. You have probably heard the claim that cows produce more milk when listening to music. Strangely enough, this one actually has evidence behind it. Farm studies over several decades have shown that calm music can reduce stress in cattle, which can improve milk production under certain conditions. The mechanism is not
magic. Stress hormones affect milk yield. Relaxed animals often produce more, but the details matter. Extremely loud or chaotic music can have the opposite effect. In 2001, researchers at the University of Leicester reported that slower music, around 100 beats per minute, appeared most effective for dairy cows. This does not necessarily mean cows enjoy music emotionally the way humans do. It may simply alter stress levels physiologically. Still, that distinction becomes blurry fast, because even with humans, music works partly by changing physiology. Heart rate, hormones, breathing, maybe emotion and biology are not separate. The internet loves videos of animals dancing. Most are probably coincidence, but Snowball the cockatoo was different. In studies published in 2009 by Anirudh Patel and colleagues, Snowball demonstrated spontaneous beat synchronization, something previously believed to be almost uniquely human. He was not simply reacting randomly. He adjusted movement depending on tempo changes. Scientists think this ability may be connected to vocal learning. Species capable of complex vocal imitation, parrots, some birds, humans, might also possess the neural machinery required for rhythm synchronization, which means dancing may not just be for movement. It may emerge from brains built for communication. This is one of the strangest ideas in neuroscience. The ability to copy sound may accidentally create the ability to enjoy rhythm. But maybe we're asking the wrong question entirely, because the question, do animals enjoy music, assumes music is a human invention being experienced by animals. What if music is older than animals? What if humans simply refined instincts that already existed in nature? Rhythm exists everywhere. Heartbeats, footsteps, rain, waves. Birdsong already contained repetition and variation before the first human instrument was carved. Whales were singing before humans discovered agriculture. So do animals enjoy music? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Some species appear emotionally affected by certain sounds. Others ignore human music completely. A few may possess abilities once thought uniquely human, but the deeper scientists study animal music, the less separate humans appear from the rest of life.